S.O.A. Sandra. How you doing, Sandra?
I'm doing very good. What about you?
Getting over a cough, getting over a cold. I've been sick for like a week, but now almost there at 100%. Work, life. Son's birthday was not too long ago. Got a couple vacations on the way. I wish I was at SDCC Comic Con this year. I miss it. It's been like 7 to 8 years since I've been to the last Comic Con. And as we know, as everybody has been talking about, we're talking about the renewal of Mayans MC. It's going to get a season 5. They had a panel, an FX panel on Sunday, so where they have the cast come out, the Q&A. Elgin James apparently got a multi-year contract too. So not only is he coming for season 5, there might actually be a season 6. Now I'm going to talk about how that's maybe a good thing though, even though my feelings of last season was very, I'm just kind of almost done with the series. But I know a lot of people are excited. A lot of people did love this news. And we're going to talk about maybe, what might happen in season 5, the future of this show. I have to say that I mean, they had pretty much the whole cast there. And Emilio has been all over the place. He's been doing cons, he's been doing autographs. Charlie Hunnam has. There has been, I think they're having one at Liverpool. Your boy Opie's going to be there. Ryan Hurst. So he's been going to work. He's been going to work. Welcome, Jermaine. Yes, we're going to talk about our feelings about season 5. To kind of let you guys know where we were at last time we talked, Sandra, I think we both agree. We did not like. It was a mess. It was such a mess again with season 4, and I know you guys. I talked about. I mean, it's hard to not say keep. I'm a broken record saying the same stuff. But what I got to ask you, with season 4, even though it was clunky, kind of very messy all around, characters came and went, storylines were still intact, but some of them moved along. Are you looking forward to season 5? And do you think it can? Do you think we can only go up? Because I don't think we can go down, right?
No, you cannot go down. The one thing I learned about season 4 is I got too excited at the beginning before it started with the whole war thing.
Did
And
that in
I
season 3
had
too?
and I had the bar really, really, really high. So with what happened, I got disappointed. So I'm gonna go into season 5 with no expectation whatsoever because it cannot be. I don't think it can be worse than last season, and hopefully I get surprisingly happy with what I'm gonna see.
Yeah, now that I know that this has been a reoccurring thing every season where the beginning's really good, but then it just really dips, especially like that 4th episode or whatever. My expectations are super low. I'll let you guys know. I was even thinking of maybe not even covering this no more. That's how bad it was for me. It was really bad for me just because why it's just frustrating. It's very frustrating. But I'm gonna go. I'm hoping this is the last season, but like I said, Elgin James got a multi-year contract, so meaning he FX surely believes in him, so he's getting another season. He said he knows what the ending's going to be. He even said season 5 would probably be the last season at one point, or he knows exact. It might go actually to a 6th season since he got a multi-year deal. So we might actually have 2 more seasons to kind of wrap it up, season 5 is make or break for this guy. If it is the same stuff that I have to complain about every week, I can't do it anymore. I don't think people want to hear me destroy the show or complain about the show as much as I did last season. But my expectations, here's the good thing, my expectations are super, super, super low So I actually might get more enjoyment just going into it, not really, because at this point, it's not a masterpiece show. It's never going to be a Breaking Bad. It's never going to be a Sons of Anarchy. It's not. Its potential to me has been pretty much wasted. So let's just see how he finishes it off, how he caps it off, right? So and if season 5 is actually decent and good, then I guess I'll be along with season 6. But if this continues to just really be bad and really be mishandled, and the storylines are still the same, the characters being thrown in there for no apparent, just for shock value, I'm kind of done. But I look forward to hearing everybody's thoughts. I really love hearing everybody's thoughts. What if they're like on the same page as me? If not, I mean, I said, I don't know. It's an interesting. It's very interesting. I knew they were gonna announce it at Comic-Con. It was taking so long to announce this renewal, but it makes sense. It's Comic-Con. The fans are there. They get pumped there. So announcing like a renewal at Comic-Con, even if you have a panel there, if they didn't have a panel, then it probably would have, been canceled. If they didn't announce a panel at Comic Con, then that's the sign of cancellation. But they announced the panel, so it was a sign of renewal. The biggest surprise though was that multi-year contract and knowing that maybe he gets a sixth season. I'm gonna explain why though, even though I'm not really on board of Mayans too much anymore. But there's a good reason to be happy though that FX is believing in Mayans for the fact that, hey, Sandra, even though our feelings on Mayans is this way, if FX is renewing them and even possibly giving them a sixth season, we might get more S.O.A. content. There's a big
Well,
possibility.
I mean, let's be honest. S.O.A. will bring ratings.
Yes. Oh, well, look at
So
Tig. Tig,
that's what, yes.
Jibs, Happy, even.
And I mean, with Tig, it was even worse because they announced him like 3 episodes before he actually came out. So people were watching because they were expecting to see him on that
Yeah.
episode. Oh, no, next week.
Hmm.
No, oh, next week. So that is the way they're planning to bring ratings.
Yeah.
Um, we
It
also
worked.
like
It worked, I guess.
it did work, but again, if you have to lean onto S.O.A. to bring ratings to your show doesn't live by on its own. That's not a good sign.
Yeah. But I think it's a good sign to know that that there's a possibility that they would look into maybe a first nine or a sequel series. The problem is Kurt Sutter. Kurt Sutter not being on board. Like you need for those properties, I would love for Kurt Sutter to come back. I don't know if they would even give Elgin James those series in the long run. I hope not, because he's proven to me that so far we'll see season 5. He's proven to me though that he's failed on handling this series. But that's the positive. The positive is that FX, even though, and JD Pardo, somewhere in his tweet or whatever, said, when they asked him, like, we're worried, somebody asked him, like, what's the holdup? Why hasn't FX renewed this yet? And he said, don't worry. We're the, like, fourth, fifth best rated show on FX.
Are they
JD
for real?
Pardo. Yes, he's not number one. He's not number two. They're not number three. They're like fourth or fifth best rated ratings show on FX. JD, that is nothing to brag about. What You are a fool. I don't really like this guy. I've heard him talk a lot in the Twitter stuff. Started not to like JD actually as a guy. I've also heard some stuff too, but I'm not gonna get into that. I'm just gonna say, do not brag that you're the fourth or fifth rated show. FX, if you look at FX doesn't have the heavyweights like they used to. Of course, I think Snowfall, you said it was like number one. We'll get into that soon. They have Fargo. I believe. But like they have What We Do in the Shadows, but they're not. I think in the past they had way more heavy hitters like the Shield, Sons of Anarchy, of course. So bragging about being like the fourth or fifth, I mean, like that's not something you really brag about. It means you need to do better. You want to be. If you ain't first, you're last. So I mean, obviously, FX doesn't have too much content. Like you know, I believe if they had two shows that were heavy hitters and were making ratings, I think this show would be in the wayside. I think that would have got canceled. But this is, you know, it's still holding there. So we'll see how the ratings go next season. But that's something you just don't brag about, JD. You know, you just don't brag about that. So let me get into comics real quick. Jermaine, how are you feeling about the season 5? We talked a little bit about that. Fry, what's up, Sandra? Dan, how's it going? Welcome, guys. Welcome. I know you guys are all. I mean, people here are excited for this renewal, and it gives us more podcasts, right? More podcasts to do and more videos to do. I always enjoy making videos for you guys too. So, I mean, this channel is pop culture related. So everything's pretty much on this that I'm interested in goes in there in this channel. But of course, Mayans, I do it for you guys. Um, I'll be honest. Don't hate me. I don't care about Easy being president. That was from Jermaine. Um, I, I think they might have rushed him becoming president because they didn't know if they were going to get a season 5. He's president now, right? Alvarez is out. I don't think Alvarez is out of the show. I think he's just out of the picture for now. Sandra, I think our main thing was okay. So Easy's president, right? Is there a possibility that we get now Samcro members more into the war aspect of things? Do we get what we've been talking about?
Is there going to be a war this time? Because I've been waiting like 10. I've been waiting for 10 episodes to see a war.
We're still in war, aren't we? I think we are. I'm pretty sure.
You tell me if that's the war, then I'm not afraid of a war.
Yeah. So what are you expecting? What are you expecting with Easy and his reign? Now we're getting a season of his reign of being president. Are you expecting certain things to go along the lines of him being president? I mean, who's his VP? His VP's Bishop. I'm glad Bishop survived. I like Bishop. You know, the actor's awesome too. So what are you seeing happening?
To be honest, and I saw that somewhere, somebody tweeted that or posted on Facebook. I think season 5 is gonna be it's probably gonna be a war with S.O.A, but the biggest war is gonna be him against his brother. I think that's gonna be the biggest war storyline per se.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like him and his brother. Because we know now that Angel totally, like they almost switch persons. Easy was the person who cared and like he was like the one with the emotion. Angel couldn't care less. Now that Angel is with Adelita and has his son back, he's the one who's changing. And now Easy doesn't care at all and he just wants to like blood for everything.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be part of what's going to happen this season.
Just to let you guys know too, please feel free to comment in the comments section. We're answering all you guys' comments tonight. There's no, review or anything like that. We really want to talk to you guys. We really want to hear your guys' thoughts on the season 5 renewal and just like questions like that. What's popping in your head? Let Dan the Man and S.O.A Sandra hear what you guys got to say. And before I get into more of the chat right now, I got to say, Sandra, I am going to actually I think these guys deserve. I've been wanting to do it, but I'm going to do something very special for you guys. I just haven't figured out what giveaway I'm going to do soon. So soon on my channel, be on the lookout. I will do a Mayans giveaway, some goodies, something really cool. I think everybody's going to appreciate. So at the end of season 5, so I can stick around and I can, continue to watch it. At the end of season 5, somebody is going to get something very cool, and I will have rules and all that stuff of how to win that giveaway. Just to give you guys a heads up, it's been on my mind for a long time. So for the announcement of season 5. We're going to be doing a giveaway for next season for sure. So yeah, I mean, like, and then we have, you have Angel, you have Easy, that dilemma or dynamic, and then we got to also remember that what's his name knows that that's his Miguel knows that that's his brothers now. So you have that in the rent. You got in the mix. And then he's working with Banderos, whatever his name is, El Vaquero, sister. We have all that. So you're absolutely right. I think the storyline is going to dwell on more of that family aspect. Felipe's still alive, so Felipe's going to probably be a player in the season 2. So that family drama is definitely going to be there. And then who's part of Miguel's family? Emily is part of Miguel's family.
Oh, I was hoping you would not bring her name. Seriously.
She's still in here. So I mean, obviously she's gonna be part of this family dilemma too, because Miguel has their son. So that's gonna be part of it. So yeah, I think as Easy as president though, you saw the switch. You saw the switch last season. So now you're gonna see such a very dark. I think he's gonna make brash decisions. Well, hear me out, Sandra. So we're gonna get Easy as president through the whole season, but what if he's really making horrible decisions for the club? Can they throw a kill switch back at him?
They could if they want to, because right now all the decisions he made are all horrible.
They don't come. They don't succeed. A lot of them don't
No.
succeed. I think maybe like 2 succeed. And then, I mean, Creeper's not going to be there. He's in jail, so you're losing a member there. But I heard somebody say that he might be an inside man in a jail. Ears and eyes in there. And then you still have. I really am super disappointed they killed off Manny. Montana, was it Montana or whatever? He was really good. I really I didn't think this kid was gonna wow me, but he did, and I thought him and Easy were they killed him off, and now I'm just kind of that was another issue with the seasons was characters introduced and gone.
Agreed.
It would have been really cool to see him on the other charter, because I think Easy told him what to be VP or whatever. That would have been great. That would have been a great back and forth dialogue, interaction, but that's gone. So let's see. Let's take a look. Juan, Raider Nation, hell yeah, in the house. Emily's character gotta go. We were just talking about Emily right now. She
Agreed.
does, but they're not going to do it.
Well, no, they can't. But I mean, let's be honest. The whole season 4, Emily was a waste of time and just a waste of everything, because for literally 10 episodes, the only thing we saw is her hiding from Miguel. What did that bring to the storyline? Absolutely nothing.
Well, they're for season 5. They're probably gonna bring in those hired detectives or whatever. They'll probably bring them in the mix because Emily's they're looking for Emily. They questioned Emily, so now they're gonna probably look into Easy, and then you have all that, and then we already know the feds are looking into the club anyway. So I think they'll bring that in.
We didn't need
Private Eye.
We didn't need 6 episodes of 30 seconds of Emily working at the diner.
No, it was just established where she was at, honestly. But like I said, I think honestly they should have. I mean, instead of the sister, it should have been Emily that got killed off, or not. And I still don't understand why they even introduced the sister at all. What a waste. So, and I didn't ever liked her. So, excuse me. Let's see. So yeah, Raider Nation, baby. Season's almost here. Can't wait. So let's see. Open mind about the season. Yeah, Jermaine, I have an open mind. Like I said, my expectations are very, very low. I'm just kind of it's see how it goes. I hope. I mean, listen. I think it's little too late to really make this thing super memorable and amazing. In a long run, right? A series that was worth it. I think it's too little too late. But what they could do is they could make this the best season ever, and they could make this with strong writing, strong filmmaking, not having us question everything. That's like do not make me don't act like I'm an idiot, showrunners and writers. Don't make me think like, oh, I'll just suspend my disbelief. That does, that makes sense, right? Shooting up a hospital out in the open. Oh, it's or like, oh, that makes sense. Everybody lived after they freaking tore down the doors, and you know, nobody really died. Don't do that. I want strong writing. I don't know if the same writing team is going to be on board, probably, but this could be the best. Like, I'm still hopeful that at least give me the best season, right, Sandra? I mean, just at least give me that for the series.
I agree. I agree. It can always only go up from here.
What's going on, Ford? I called it on Coco's death and Isaac's return. Oh, that's a good question. So Coco's dead. The actor went and did some coffee bean business. I feel so bad for that character because I think out of all the characters, Coco was one of them that a lot of people liked. Like, we all liked. The only time we didn't like him was that storyline with him and Meth Mountain. But you get an introduction of Isaac, and we already talked about it, how Coco should have lived to have that interaction with Isaac, or Isaac could have killed Coco, in the season. That's, it's there, it's gone, it's done. We move on. Isaac is now another player, and I think that's what season 5's war is going to be directed to. Not necessarily the members that we know, Samcro, but Isaac is probably going to lead the charge. He's a crazy guy, and I don't know. I can't remember. Did Packer didn't die? I think Packer was still alive
He's
at
still
the end of the
alive, but
season.
I think he's on his last
Yeah,
minute.
he's almost gone. What's the expectations on Isaac, Sandra?
Well, I think that with what happened, I think he's gonna, like you said, he's gonna be the leader, and hopefully, and to be honest, I will, I will take having half of the cast of Sons of Anarchy coming back if that's what we need to actually have a real war. I want to see a real fight. I don't want to see what was supposed to be the war of Mayans in season 4 that never happened. If you're bringing me a real war, I will get 100% on it. If not, then it's going to be just another disappointment.
Yeah, I mean, Kim Coates said that he didn't just want to come back for a cameo, which is exactly what it was. So does
Exactly.
that mean he's gonna be? Hopefully they were discuss. Maybe they discussed like, oh, Elgin told him like, I'm bringing you in here, but I want you in season 5. We haven't heard. It's still the ball's still rolling, so we haven't heard who's casted yet. Who's gonna be. We haven't heard all those details. I don't know if they had a release date. I think they did when this is coming out. I don't know if it's for I think next year, but I can't
I
remember.
would I would say probably 2023.
Yeah, but when did I don't know if it'd probably be towards the tail end of the year. Maybe they're probably gonna move instead of having it like in the beginning, move it to the back. I'm not sure. I'm not. I didn't really kind of look at the details and stuff, but yeah. I mean, Elgin has said he wanted Nero to come back, Jimmy Smits. He wanted to bring a lot of these characters from S.O.A. into the fold, so we might see some more characters from S.O.A. in here. But yeah, if you're gonna do a war, at least bring me, Happy, bring me Tig, um, bring me some. I mean, you're not gonna get Chibs, obviously. You're not gonna get who else is? I mean, I think that's the
Bring
only one.
Rat.
Yeah, bring Rat.
Bring
Bring
Rat.
what's his name?
Bring
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 what's his name?
yes.
Yes, the big mofo. Bring the big mofo. Bring all
um
those guys.
yes.
Yeah,
Bring
bring him. Bring. I can't
uh
remember his name for the life of
I
me.
know. Like from the Grim Bastards.
Oh yeah. Oh
Um
no. Yeah. Tio. Bring Tio.
Tio, bring
But I'm talking the other
Tio.
guy, the other big guy with the beard and the beanie too. He's part of the crew as
Oh,
well. That came over.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So bring. So you could bring all of them back except Chips, because obviously Tommy Flanagan said no, and
No,
he's talking
I
shit.
know.
So, but who knows? Like I said, money talks. Maybe they are in discussions. Of like Tommy, come on, come for one season. If they could bring everybody back for S.O.A. for this war, oh my god, my hype train is back up. Even though I know they'll probably mess it up, I would be super hyped. Just because, like, hey, at least you're giving me all these characters, and it makes it more invested in the war. But we'll see about that. Let's see. Friday, we will finally get a full blown Sons of Anarchy and War Now and Mayans War Now. Is that the main storyline next season? We just talked about this right now. It could be if they get everybody in,
Hopefully.
but if not, then you're going to see Isaac leading the charge for sure.
Yeah.
Jax Teller, Sons of Liberty, True North Original. I'd be the first to say, who cares about season 5 of Mayans? Ride or die with Dan, the man, Samcro, forevermore. Yes, Jax and me are very together on what the atrocity that was last season. I get. I mean, with the name with Jax, he's very passionate about Jax's legacy and how that was kind of really tarnished, honestly, throughout this whole series. I Yeah, it's a ride or die thing, man. Like, you got to thank Sandra, because I honestly was my heart is not really into the Mayans, especially from last season. It just really kicked my ass. But Sandra here said, "Come on, Dan, you got to do it. You already got 4 seasons in. Let's,
Yep.
the people are
When
expecting you to do reviews."
when you told me you might quit, I'm like, there's no way you're quitting. You can't. I'm not letting you.
It
That's
was a
it. But
thought in my head, but no, I'm not gonna quit. We're gonna keep going on this. Like, I just feel bad because I'm always shitting on it every week, and I know exactly now what Taylor was talking about, because I don't want to do that to a lot of you guys. I know you're passionate about that. It's kind of like Star Wars beating. We all know the prequels were not very great, and we all know Disney Star Wars sucks. But do we really need to continue to talk about everything like that? You want a good product. Just check out my channel. You'll see things that I'm passionate about that I absolutely just I can't take it no more, and it's bad. But then you see things high praise where I absolutely love. So that's why I'm hoping season 5 could just take me there, make me praise it, make me love it, make me ready for every week. So we'll see. So thanks Sandra here for keeping me going, and it's always great to have her on board to talk about mine. I'd lose my mind if it was just by myself. Atlanta and Snowfall killing Mayans MC, of course. Snowfall,
snowfall.
Snowfall. Even Atlanta, I believe it's on their last season. So FX needs to find another show as well. I think the Reservation Dogs is Hulu too, and I think they're doing not too bad as well. Ford, I see Isaac bringing the fire. He will. He's gonna do something.
Agree.
He'll probably be your main villain, for sure. He'll be your main villain if Jax is not, or Jax, Easy's not a villain himself in the series. Dan, question: what track record proves Mayans has any follow through?
That's a very good question because I didn't hear nothing about ratings. They're rated fourth or fifth, but I haven't seen any number on how much or how is the following of Mayans, to be honest.
Um, just look at the media. Media loves to focus on big shows, or like shows that are very popular. Game of Thrones blew up, and media was on that. You saw articles, you saw people talking about it. It was a water cooler type show. Breaking Bad, especially when it's towards its final seasons, everybody was on that. The people are talking about Better Call Saul on their final season. The final season. Another one is a prime example is Marvel. Right, Marvel is so unbalanced. Some shows people are talking about it, media wants to talk about it. You have big YouTubers talking about it, but then you have like Miss Marvel that just came out was the atrocious in the ratings. Like, it was like nobody wanted to watch that. Nobody really cared. Nobody really talked about that. With Mayans, just look at it. Like, there isn't really any buzz from media itself. You have YouTube channels covering it, but they're far and few. There's not a big following. There's not the local masses talking about this series. When they got announced for season 5 renewal, it's a meme, man. It's like, okay, well, anyway, like, nobody cares. Nobody cares except for the diehard passionate fans who are Sons of Anarchy fans and who are fans of Mayans too. But that's your general audience. You're not gonna. It's really, this is a kind of show that I believe you're not gonna pull your buddy and say you gotta watch this. You're gonna be hooked. Not really. I don't think so.
Mayans is not the type of show like I want to do for you for Snowfall.
Yeah. Yeah. And we'll get there. We'll get there. Now that I'm back and better, we're definitely going to do some live reactions. I might wait after this season so we could go just catch up to the new, like, after the newest season. Because you're saying that they got renewed for 2 seasons, right? Okay.
No, this is it. This is the last season. The next season of Snowfall is the season.
Oh, that's
the
it.
series end.
Maybe I'll wait till the last season and then we'll just do it. We'll rewatch all of it again. Yeah, I didn't know. Yeah, like for me, this is definitely not the show. You know who I tell people like, hey, you need to watch this? I tell them to watch Sons of Anarchy. I tell them to watch The Sopranos. I tell them to watch, comedies like Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That's on FX. But with Mayans, there's no buzz. There's no general like feeling that you have for a lot of other shows. And there are superior shows out there. Like, God, like I love anime, and anime storytelling is better than Mayans. And it's an anime, it's a cartoon. So that's how I'm pretty sure the numbers are saying that Mayans are like 4th or 5th or whatever. But like I said, that's nothing to brag about. You brag about when you're 2nd or 1st, not 4th or 5th. All right. Probable deaths: Angel, Hank, Letty. I think there should be a lot of deaths this season, honestly. Emily, I hopefully is up there with them. Marcus is a possibility. I can see Marcus
Don't say that. Don't.
Now I'm thinking Marcus is a possibility. He's not in a club anymore. I can see him doing something very drastic. Hopefully not, though. It would be nice if he just kind of just goes off in a sunset. But he can't just sit there and just like easy take his club like that. So something might happen there. Angel, I don't think. Before I thought Angel, yes, but now I'm thinking maybe not. I think Easy is going to be the one that dies at the end of the series overall. Hank, dude, I can't. Hank is dead already. Like he had nothing to do last season. There was like no point of him being in there. Letty, her story. I don't know, man. I mean, Hope is still. Well, I guess Hope and Letty are going to be involved because Isaac and the connection with Hope and all that stuff. So we'll see about that. What do you think, Sandra? Any deaths you thinking that's going to happen for sure?
Yeah, well, it's funny because you've been saying that Angel was going to die since season 1. So
yeah.
Well, every year it's like Angel's gonna die this season.
But I know. And then I think Bishop's gonna die, and I think Bishop will end up biting the dust. But with it, my tune changes with Angel. So obviously I'm wrong about Angel probably not dying, or Angel, dying. He's probably not going to die, just because of Easy.
Actually, this season, if of all season, I think that would be the season, because now that he's in peace with himself, with his son and Adelita, that's when it's gonna hit, and that's when he's gonna die.
I think it's a complete opposite. Now that he has a son, it's just be really cruel for him to die, because out of the two, I think Adelita would be the one that would probably die, or something would happen to her than Angel.
Well, something's gonna happen between the two of them.
Yeah, that relationship is not going to sustain. It's not going to be a happy family throughout. Angel is just not really capable of having a happy life. Like he said, it's a cursed family. He's just too messed up. And then there's a possibility that they throw that storyline where Letty's pregnant. So I'm gonna say, as much as I think I said that Angel was gonna die, just the fact that Easy has turned so far, I think he's gonna be. I don't know if he's gonna kill easy, but I don't know. I just don't.
Well,
Now I don't feel like
if
Angel's
there's
not gonna
a
die.
if there's a possibility of a season 6, they cannot kill Easy because Easy is your main character. It would be
Yeah,
like
yeah,
killing Jax on season 6 of
yeah. You
Sons.
can't.
You
Yeah,
can't.
he's good. Easy's not gonna die. If there's a
No,
season 6, Easy's not gonna die.
exactly. Angel might.
Possible, yeah. But I don't think
Possible.
Angel would die like in season 5 either. It'd probably be like season 6.
Correct.
Yeah. Um, Angie, what's going on? Tig came back in the last episode. Do you think they will show more of Tig in the 5th season? And do you think they will show Venus Van Dam? Excuse me. Elgin did discuss this. He would love for Walter to come in back as Venus. We discussed this right now. I just, with Tig, or I'm sorry, Kim Coates saying that he wouldn't want to come back for just a cameo. I mean, I'm assuming there's something on the table for him to be part of season 5. If he's not part of season 5, it definitely was just a ratings grab for sure for this series. I like the sister more than Emily. I didn't. I honestly, she was nothing to me. It was like a plank there. Honestly, she didn't do anything for me. She didn't do anything but die. So I really don't care for either of these characters. And once again, I will illustrate. It's not the actors that I hate on. It's the characters that I absolutely hate on. So the actress who plays Emily, I think she's fine as hell. She does a good job acting. I think she does a good job acting. It's just her character is so annoying. Kappa, what's going on, brother? I just finished season 4. Such an amazing show. Disagree. I disagree. It is terrible. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It was a terrible season. It's been a terrible show. It's wasted. It's definitely wasted potential. It's pretty terrible. And I always get asked, why do you continue to review this show then and watch it? It's just like the Titanic, which I've been watching clips of. I'm just watching the ship go down, and I can't go. And for you guys too. So, I also called Galindo won't deal with Easy like the Clay and Galen gun deal.
I can see Galindo and Easy and Angel having like something happening in season 5. I can see that now that he knows that they're brothers.
Well, he also knows that they killed his mother.
That was pretty clear. But so let me ask you: you find out they're your brother, and your brother kills your mother. What do you do?
Well, Miguel's soft like baby shit. So he had a chance. He had a chance to kill Emily. He had a chance to. He goes to his aunt, and was he confess a little bit? Like he's really soft. So I have no shock of him, embracing the brothers and embracing this messed up family, embracing Felipe. Even though I've said he doesn't know any of them. He never grew up with them. He doesn't. He didn't know anything. To him, they're not his brothers. So that can go that route. But thinking about Miguel, man, he's kind of soft like baby shit. So I don't think he's not a threatening guy to me. I like the actor. I like somewhat of the character. Some things that they did with him, but whatever. It's him and Easy. Having to work together, there'll be tension. But I don't think anything. I mean, you need drama, so maybe something will happen. But for now, they need each other, I guess. So maybe Miguel will kill Felipe in the season for a payback. I mean, he did have a chance. He had a chance. But after hearing the revelation and all that stuff, he had to kind of like reflect and think about it. But he might go back and just finish the job. But like I said, Miguel's soft as baby shit. What they did to El Paquero too was absolutely trash. Trash.
Let's not talk about that part because that was a waste again.
What a waste. What a waste. What's Potter up to? Why did he have Adelita kill El Paquero? That part is still confusing as hell. Potter is still alive. Potter barely made an appearance in the show in the last season. Um, yeah, because he had something for Adelita to do. Um, Killed El Paquero. What did he send? Did he really send her to kill El Paquero?
But see, that's what I don't understand. I'm confused as Fry, to be honest, because Potter has nothing to do with Albacero. Like, there's no connection, whatever. So why would he send Adelita to kill him?
The only guy I can think
But
of was maybe the drug pipeline and
but
stuff.
what is Potter doing anyways now? Like,
I don't
other
know.
than living and drinking like coconut drinks and wearing an Hawaiian shirt, I
With
don't
his
even know what
fans.
he's doing.
And I'm still confused on why he's still alive.
I'm confused on why is he still showing up as a character.
Because the way he talked to Adelita, I thought she was going after maybe like a woman or something like that. I don't know with that whole conversation. But
Don't
I
get it.
guess El Paquero, she aligned herself with his sister and the other one who's usually on a motorcycle and stuff. Adelita's storyline, that's I guess we'll find out next season, but that was a little confusing as well. I agree with you. It was kind of confusing, like why that all went down. I'm sure somebody will tell us like an explanation on it, but it was very confusing. I'm with you, Fry. Like I didn't get it. But I really didn't get that Adelita would let him live after getting what she wanted. It was so bizarre, and then how she's still able to live with no feds or anybody going after her. I don't know. What's up, Lincoln Potter? What's going on, Potter? What the hell, man? What's going on? What do you do? What'd you do? Vegan for life, Quinn.
It was
Jermaine,
Quinn, the name that we were looking for.
Thank you. Yes, Quinn. Yeah, and To, of course, To. I would love to see To again. That'd be great. I am coming
Oh,
back for season 5. Lincoln
so
Potter
there we
said.
go. We got a premiere here on the live channel. We have Potter telling us he's coming back.
That's confirmation right there. He's coming back for like a 1 minute clip.
Well, maybe he can tell us what he really is doing right now with his life.
Yeah, Potter, what are you doing? And like, why did you send Adelita to kill El Paquero? Felipe Stockton in Oakland is the closest charters to Charming. That's why we don't see Charming at war with SP. San Bernardino is the closest to SP. That's why the focus is on San Bernardino. Here's the problem, though, is that Montez, before he left, was part of Samcro. That is the main issue. And the stupidest thing was, what was it? Marcus Alvarez didn't even know.
Nobody knew.
Nobody knew. Never brought up. What's his name left? Who knew? Bishop knows. Nobody like that never came to be. That's why it doesn't like. That's why you need the Redwood. That's why you need Charming, because that's their brother. That was Bobby's boy.
That's the only reason why it makes sense to have Samcro Charming back into this war, because they killed one of their boys.
Well, okay, and here's an example. Happy was what he was taking over San Bernardino. If Happy dies and goes missing, and he gets found out in a barrel in the club
A year later,
wouldn't you think Charming would want to get retaliation for Happy, because that's their boy?
yep.
Montez, I don't know the timeline, but Montez has been with the crew for a while.
Yes.
And I don't care if he was leaving, he still was part of the crew. You don't send somebody to do a job that you should be doing, you know?
Well, Montez was part of the four that came from Charming when they met with Tig, and it was Tig and Happy and Montez.
Yeah, exactly.
So he is charming all the way. So that's why charming is involved.
And not only that, an example is like the best example is like The Walking Dead. If somebody dies and then they turn back into a zombie, are you gonna have a complete stranger put that zombie down? Nah, you've been riding with them throughout the apocalyptic. You're gonna put them down yourself because it's your friend. It's honorable. Nobody else should be doing it but you. But of course, logic out the window. It's all right. Let's see. If Clay and Jax were still alive, they would have destroyed the Mayans. Probably. Yeah. This crew is very weak. It's not very big. You do have experience within them. Gilly, Bishop, Easy. I think it's the only one that doesn't have any military experience. I don't know if Angel does. I can't remember if Angel does or not. But they're a very small crew. And honestly, like throughout the season, like somebody should have got shot up so many times on Creeper should have died. Creeper should have died the first episode, but it is what it is. Let's see. I
Well,
love Miss.
speaking of Creeper, that's another part that we forgot about because it was so interesting. Is what's gonna happen with Creeper now that he is talking, but he's not talking.
Well, that's what I said. He's going to be the ears and eyes probably of like in his jail cell because he's going to prison. He confessed to everything, and I think he'll be fine, especially when he explains the situation. Because I don't think Creeper's gonna not tell Easy like over the phone or whatever about what went down. So I think Creeper's fine. He didn't betray the club. He actually did. He was the hero of the season by not doing not saying shit and taking the fall. That's a real Creeper is probably one of the better, definitely one of the best characters. I just didn't care for the storyline between him and the Fed was it was just not enough time, wasn't written properly. So I love Miss Marvel. I like the first couple episodes. It really went downhill to me, but I do like the actress who plays Miss Marvel. Mihir Shais is Goddess Queen of. Oh, I think that's the actress. Pakistan episode 5, first 20 minutes. So yeah, I do. I like the actress. Just to let Jax know, I do like the actress, and I like aspects of the show a lot. I think
It's
Letty.
Letty.
I think Letty could be pregnant with Angel's baby. We discussed this. They could throw that storyline in there. My God, so many. Please, writers of Mayans, stop dropping the F bomb in every dialogue because it's garbage dialogue. It's very bad dialogue. That's that's the one thing I want them to clean up. Just dropping the F bomb doesn't make it cool or doesn't resonate. They're angry. You could do that even while they're still being quiet. So please, somebody get somebody to do the dialogue on the scripts because my God, so many F bombs. The reason I work for Scarface and Tony Montana because Al Pacino is freaking fantastic, and this is just a better written story, honestly.
Well,
I wonder
maybe
how.
they're trying to do the new Jesus Christ from
Oh
S.O.A.
yeah. But now that they got a little bit of freedom to drop those, they drop them. Uh, I wonder how Galindo gonna feel about Nestor being in the Mayans. He could kill him for not killing Easy, and then joining the Mayans, and then that blows up the H deal, the heroin deal. Um, yeah, that's a good question though. Miguel hasn't seen Nestor yet. Nestor was completely unutilized, unappreciated in last season. That was another character that just got in the wayside. So I'm hoping something happens this coming season. There, you know what? We haven't talked about this, but you might get a time skip, so he might not even be a prospect. He might be an actual member on the table now. Now that Creeper's gone, now that Taza's gone, they need more members. So Nestor might bump up. Obviously the rules in this club is just kind of all over the place, so it doesn't really matter at this point.
Is there
But
any rules?
with Easy, probably not. Um, but I could see Miguel being pissed at Nestor. Yeah. Um, but I don't think he's gonna kill him. I think he has more on his plate than dealing with Nestor. You know. Let's see. Do you have any thoughts on that, Sandra?
I
Nestor.
wish they could do something more with him. I like Nestor. I'm glad they took him out of being a security guard for a parking lot.
Yeah.
But they could have done more with him.
It's gonna be interesting now because that's easy. Well, easy I think is all on board with him being there, but
I
that's
don't
that's
even think Easy knows that he is part. He is. I don't even think he knows that he's in the clubhouse.
This is a prospect. Yeah, I mean that's Marcus's boy. So Nestor is loyal to Marcus. So maybe he'll be feeding Marcus's information on what's going down in that club.
Maybe.
So Nestor, if the writers are smart, there's something to do for Nestor being a spy because he has no loyalty to the club, and maybe you can have a conflict. Maybe he's getting used, getting along with Easy and everybody, like especially Easy, and maybe he's like feeling like conflicted, and maybe like, Easy is right on his methods and all that stuff, and maybe at first he's sending information to Marcus and all that stuff, but maybe he's like, he turns on Marcus too. Be kind of crazy. I don't know. They're just throwing it out there. There's something to do with. There's something that Nestor could do if they're smart enough to have him do it. Jax Taylor crew murder and nobody cares was my first problem with Mayans. Jax Taylor's crew murder and nobody cares was my first problem with Mayans. Jax crew murder. I don't understand, honestly. I'll move on. Angel got more baby mamas than Jax. Well, we don't know
That's
if
very
Letty's pregnant
true.
yet. We don't know if Letty's pregnant yet. Nails lost the baby, of course.
Correct.
Um,
But that's two. That
yeah.
he already has met Jack's quota.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah, yeah. Angel, and I don't think Angel's done yet.
No, he's not.
No, no. Let's see. I have been enjoying the weather, spending time with my wife and son. My role in season 5 will play a big role. That's from Lincoln Potter. Okay.
Thank you, Potter.
Thanks for letting us know where you been. And Fry says, "Hey Potter, Angel's gonna body you. He's gonna body bag you, boy." Sons was way more intense, and they never dropped the f bomb. They actually had to act. Oh yeah, like the Sons of Anarchy like crew is memorable because it was a crew. It was like really solid chemistry between all of them. Charlie Hunnam, fantastic as a lead, as a protagonist. I think JD Pardo is not as great, of course. He's not horrible, but it could have been better. And you got Tommy Flanagan there, who's been seasoned, and he does a fantastic. He is my favorite character, Chibs. You have so many great, and then Jimmy Smits in there. Jimmy Smits, and he's such an underrated, unappreciated actor too. Anything he does, he really gives it his all, and he's a really shining spot. And then of course, Ron Perlman, our boy Ron Perlman, right, Sandra, our boy, Ron
Now,
Perlman, amazing, does fantastic. He is like Katie Seagal, love to hate him, love to love him. He did his job.
he did. He did. I cannot argue with that.
Hmm.
God, I hate Clay with a passion.
I miss the character Minnie. I hope she finds out Adelita is and surprises her. Those two were tight than ever. That's right. Minnie's gone. Don't really know what Minnie's doing. I don't think she's coming back. Honestly, I think she's done. I think that character is kind of just sitting there now. Easy and Angel share the spirit of Jax Teller. Easy does all the evil stuff while Angel gets everyone pregnant. um, I think yeah, Jax, man, Jack. Well, Jax. Here's the difference. Why I like Adelita too, and I did like Nails if had an expanded role and she was in the game for a long time. I think they did a good job with Tara and Wendy. I think they're both great moms. I think that when Jax gave the boys over to Wendy, I thought that's what I really loved about the finale, because Wendy had such a beautiful arc throughout the series. She went from junkie and almost killing her son to redeeming herself and now protecting her son. The only one, her and Jimmy, that could protect the boys. She has that sole job of now protecting not only her son, but her adopted son. So that's a beautiful arc. Wendy doesn't get a she needs to get more praise than we give her, just because she's a well written, well rounded character, man. I really enjoy when and the actress does a fantastic job too. And yeah, I think the baby mamas with Adelita and Nails are definitely different than Tara and Wendy.
For sure.
Long shot plot twist. Easy was the one that burned down the warehouse to make it look like sand. Been did it to make them alliances with Lobo stronger since they are outnumbered by S.O.A. I mean, probably, maybe. I don't know. That's in there. That could happen. That's not gonna definitely not gonna say that couldn't happen, because that could. And everybody's still trying to figure out, who burned the warehouse. My mind says I don't care. I don't care until season 5. Like when season 5, then I'm like, okay, this is who burned. I'm not gonna go look in this like every little detail.
No expectation.
No expectations. Whatever. Who's better, Mom? Wendy, Tara, or Adelita? I would probably say Tara. And then Wendy, and then Adelita. Adelita, we saw in the season finale, or like towards the end of the season, last season, she was really having a hard time because she's seen so much and done so much, and it was hard for her to really kind of connect. And then now you're starting to see that after Angel was there, and that's really good for Angel's character to be there and help her out with that, which you need to because you guys are parents. What do you think, Sandra?
My choice is Tara. I always been a fan of Tara since day one. I was a pro Tara, so yeah. That's
I
my
think
answer.
Tara was the best mom for sure, and she not only wanted to get the boys out, she wanted to get Jax out.
Yeah.
She also knows she loved Jax obviously, but she probably knew how important it was for, like, I don't think in the season she ever said that Jax couldn't see the kids, or like she wanted sole custody or anything. I think she was always,
She wanted to take the boys away from all the what was happening.
and she wanted Jax to go along with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's reasonable. That's reasonable. And then you got to remember, she took Jackson Wendy's kid in. That was her son as well. So pretty good stuff. I like how dipped out Great Escape Taza. Taza, what a guy, man. They should have killed him off last
Peace
season.
out.
All right. Well, it's getting a little bit later, so we're gonna end this talk. We just wanted to talk a little bit of season 5. I'm gonna take my son to Chuck E. Cheese. I think it's time to go have some family time as well. But we wanted to present to you guys, our thoughts on this upcoming season. We did hear the news, so I know we didn't cover it right away, but here we are. The expectations are really low. We'll see if they get a season 6. I hope I don't hear JD bragging about 4th and 5th anymore. Wow. But you know what? Maybe it could be the best season ever. I still have that slim hope to it. So I don't want this to shit. I don't want this to crap out. I want this to, if you're going to end the series, go in a high note, please. So that's my thoughts on that. So, Sandra, I mean, Snowfall's going to be coming. After that, we'll probably get on the snowball wagon. I got Predator, the new movie Praise coming out. I can't wait for that. I'll be talking about that. There'll be some more kind of, I got some tribute videos I'll be working on for Mayans and S.O.A. That'll be coming along. And then, like I said, look for a giveaway. So at the end of season 5, I'll be giving away something really, really cool that has to do with the Mayans. So I just got to figure out which one I'm going to do. But there will be a giveaway for this series, and I want to just give it. I want you guys to have a chance to win it. So, yeah, I think that's it, Sandra. I think we covered a lot, and we'll be waiting for the next season.
We will be waiting.
We'll be waiting. So I want to thank you guys for joining us, for listening to us, and I hope everybody's doing good, staying healthy. I hope you guys are having a great summer. And I know, it's good to be excited for Mayans. So if you guys are excited, you're excited. So thank you, Sandra, for joining me.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
And we are out of here. You guys have a good one. Be sure to subscribe, like on Daniel Daniel's son. I'm out of here.